number 20, Matilda Mandel. And number 24, Naomi Brager. The Raiders are coached by assistants Daniel Suarez, Martina Thomas, Carissa Mays, and head coach Rick Mitchell.
All right, now over here.
And now, here's the starting lineup for the Sequoyah Lady Chiefs. Number 11, Carly Bass. Number 21, Emani Abdul-Salam. Number 22, Natalie Pollard. Number 23, Harper Cofer. And number 24, Ava Gray. The Lady Chiefs are coached by Tony Haas, Ben Jackson, Ashley Sadowski, and head coach Rich Yarborough. Let's play ball.
Welcome everyone to the War Lodge for our region tournament matchup of girls basketball. Sequoyah Chiefs hosting the Riverwood Raiders. I'm Max Swain, joined by Jake Gyra. We're in for what should be an entertaining matchup in the first round, play-in round of region tournament. The Lady Chiefs sitting at 12-13, number 5 in the region, and the Raiders at 4-21 at 8th place in the region. Jake, should be a fun one.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one tonight. We've seen this matchup 2 times this season already. The Chiefs took both the wins this season, one earlier on in this, not earlier on in the month, this February, in January, back on the 17th, and then all the way back in December, which that one was a little bit closer to the one in January. 73-33 was the final score back in December, and the Chiefs are going to look to try to dominate once again and hope to move on to the next round of playoffs.
Yeah, this is a very young Riverwood team. 73% are all lowerclassmen, and over half of the team are freshmen. So this team may not be having a winning record this season. However, they have a lot of young players that are going to have years to develop on the varsity roster. Here is Carly Bass, leading scorer for the Chiefs at 16.8 points per game. Cannot connect on that first one. It's going to be Bush with the ball. Chiefs running man to start out with. Good pressure there by Kofer, taken away. Early steal for the Lady Chiefs, and Kofer lays it in. And the Chiefs are applying the full court press right now. Raiders need to push the ball up court. To Owens, and that's 10 seconds. 10-second violation. Great job by the press there for Sequoyah. Yeah, got a little shoe tying timeout really fast, but we're back. So all time for this series, the Chiefs have the lead 7-1. As that lane is good by Abdul-Salam. She's been having a great senior season at 16.4 points a game.
Yeah, this Riverwood side have not beat the Chiefs since back in 2012, the first matchup between the two teams. Riverwood trying to get onto winning terms tonight. Chiefs on a 7-game win streak against the Knights. Or sorry, Raiders. My bad.
There's Pollard, free throw line. There's Gray for a 3. A little bit too far to the right. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Raiders ball. That's Matilda Mundell throwing it in. And the Chiefs are still applying this full court press. That could be a very good advantage for them down the stretch, as it is working well right now. Pollard tips that one away, and Abdul-Salam has it. Kofer to Gray. Cross court to Bass. A little elbow shot, cannot finish. And rebounded by Naomi Brager, the junior. Errant pass, almost in the hands of James, but Bass has it and lays in the fast break layup. Bass's first points of the night. Raiders breaking the press now. Got it past half court, but there's Pollard with some harsh defense. That's James. Driving to the rim, but loses it. Poked out of bounds by Gray.
And the Chiefs are having a very high-intensity press right now. The Raiders really have not had any offensive opportunities. I don't even know if they have a shot tonight yet, as Harper Kofor deflects that one out of bounds. As 3 minutes into this one, it's 6-0. Raiders yet to be on the board, as the Chiefs defense is working very well so far tonight, forcing a lot of turnovers.
And Riverwood does score 25.7 points per game, so they're not the strongest team offensively. They're not going to run up the scoreboard on you. But, I mean, this team is over half freshmen. This is their first year on varsity, so it's nothing to not be expected. If they were scoring 50 points a game as freshmen, I'd be a little bit more surprised. But they are still in this one, only down by 6 in the first quarter. Inbound for Bush. Gets it to James. Bush going to launch it. That one's going to be short off the shoe of Pollard, and it's going to be staying there.
Yeah, now 5 seconds on the clock. Riverwood's going to have to get this ball inbound and quickly put up a shot, as they'll try to make a run over towards the corner.
Pollard trying to take it away. Saved there by Mundell in the corner for Bush, but the shot clock is out. Oh. Yeah, shot clock violation.
Yeah, just took a little bit too much time with that play. You saw what they were trying to do, as they had Audrey Bush trying to force it back out towards the top of the key, but ran out of time there. Forced shot clock violation, and they go another empty possession.
Intended inside for Abdul Salam, but there's some height down low for Riverwood. Over to James in the wing. And they get their first points on the board. That's Owens. To Bush now. A lot of movement on the backside. Cross court. Man, this defense of the Chiefs is forcing them to run the shot clock out. Poked away for Brager. That three is no good. Over to Pollard. Looking inside, Abdul Salam, great feed, great Abdul Salam. And we have a timeout for Riverwood. So your score is 8-0 about halfway through this first quarter. Riverwood's not out of it. Their offense has kind of been taking their time, getting going, pardon me. But defensively, they have been forcing a lot of bad passes, but not bad passes. They've been swatting away a lot of passes, too. Great reads by the Raiders thus far on defense.
Yeah, there's been a few times during that transfer over from one side of the court to the other where Riverwood have just been there deflecting a few passes, most of the time going back into Sequoiah's hands. But if they can just jump on those balls, maybe grab a few more rebounds inside the net, put up a few more shots, only 6-0, you could easily get yourself back into this game.
Inbounded there. And out of bounds, that was Mundell. Press is working very well for the Chiefs. Yarborough has to be pleased. McGee in now. Junior swings it. Inside, outside to McGee now. Boom! Sloan McGee extends the lead into double digits.
And first made three from any team on the night, as almost another turnover, but Riverwood able to capitalize there, and he'll grab a shooting foul.
That one's on Kofor, her first. And yeah, I can send Brady to the line and get the Raiders on the board.
And this is exactly how you can get some points back on the board pretty quickly. 2 free throws. Got a chance to get back, at least a little bit back into the game, get some motivation going,
First one is no good. The dog comes in for Mundell. .350 on the clock, as that one is good by Brager as she goes off the floor after that made basket. .11-1 is your score. Zenchuk with the ball now. Gambling thought about it. Zenchuk stuck a little bit. Tipped away. That one's taken away by Dodge. She has numbers. James goes up and gets a foul. Great advantage there by the Raiders.
Yeah, there you go. There's a little bit of some movement there. Great low pass. James goes up for the shot, grabs the foul, and once again, you're back to the line. Opportunity to put 2 more points up on the board. And just like that, motivation kind of gets back into your squad as score goes up to 11-2.
Abdus Salam and Kofer go off the floor. Got a jump ball. I was going to end up, remain for Riverwood's possession. The score here can bring their offense to life. Passes into Bush. That's Owens. A lot of movement, a lot of cutting for Riverwood. Dodd almost fumbles it, but gets packed by Gemberling. McGeehan takes it away. Down court pass. Gemberling kicks it to Bass. A little bit too long, but Casing has it. And Zenchuk can't finish. Tips it back out to Zenchuk. It's going to be another jump ball. Great physicality by the senior. Inbounded, Casing for 3. The sophomore getting a lot of good reps there. Great drive there by Dodd. Too much power on that one, though. Bass has it. Hands back off to McGee. The second one is no good. 14-2 is your score with 2.5 left in the first quarter. Boom. Lauren James, the freshman. It's great to see a lot of freshmen on the starting lineup. I mean, if you're Coach Mitchell, you have to be optimistic about the future of this program.
And I mean, last year they were inside of the state playoffs. They had a chance to make a little bit of a run. They had a decent team and just got a little bit of a reset this year. And still, even with the amount of young talent on their squad, they've managed to get a few wins and develop in a way that, you know, next year this team that has already worked together can build up a lot more chemistry and make these closer losses turn them into wins.
It's going to be a travel by Bass there. So 1:44 left in the first. That's Bush. There they go, getting past half court, but double team in the corner here. Bush has it now, though. Gonna stop at the free throw line. Jumper is no good. Down court pass to Gray. Pollard recovers it, loses it. It's gonna be a foul on Riverwood. I believe that was on Lauren James. Gray and Casey had a little bit of a miscommunication there. Riverwood gonna pass it in now, and the Chiefs are still pressing. Down court to Dodd. Pardon me, that's Taylor Felton. James to throw in here. Bush getting it past half court. Inbound. Can't get a look there, and good defense by the Chiefs there by Bass. But Riverwood recovers. It's going to be a travel. Too many steps there. Too anxious to get to the goal.
Yeah, another great opportunity there from Riverwood. So close to putting up some more points in the basket. Great defensive recovery. Almost lost it, kept the ball, threw it off just in time before jump ball was called. But can't finish it out. Score remains 14-4. And the Chiefs, with 50 seconds left, are going to try to look to put some more points on the board.
Audrey Waits cannot finish that three. Less than a minute left in the first quarter. That's Bush. James has it. Less than 30 seconds left now. Owen's trying to get something going. Has Waits on her, pushes her off of her and into the goal. It's only an 8-point ball game. The Chiefs want to get a basket here before the end of the first. Under 10 seconds left. Bass, cross court. Pollard going up. Cannot put it in. And the score at the end of 14-6. Sequoyah leads, but Riverwood is not out of it. I mean, mind you, Sequoyah did have a lot of their second-string players in. Their subs were out a good portion of that first quarter. But, man, Riverwood has a good amount of fight in them today.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that defense kind of start to turn up a little bit towards the end of that first quarter. And if that defense can keep going the way it's been going, make sure that Sequoyah just can't get on the board. I don't know how long that drought was of points, but I feel like it was close to 0, maybe near 2. Even if Riverwood can just get onto the board, we know they're capable of it. We know they can score in games. It's just if their defense can keep this Sequoyah offense to a minimum.
We'll see how Sequoyah can fare here, because Riverwood has really nothing to hang their heads about that first quarter.
Yeah, it was a great quarter for them.
Only optimism.
Yeah, a lot of great defensive turnovers. Maybe a few baskets that could have gone their way. Maybe better decision making in some 3 attempts. But I mean, besides that, nothing much to be ashamed about. You're 8 points down against one of the better teams in the region. And you never know what can happen in the playoffs.
Here goes the start of the second quarter. That's Felton. Over the hands of Bush. He recovers it. The starters are back in for Sequoyah, so they're looking to get some points here. Starting the second quarter. There's Dodd on the baseline. Recovers it, but they run into each other. It's going to be Chiefs ball. So we'll see Abdul Salam down low, guarded by Walker. She does have a size advantage. Cross court to Bass. Back to Pollard looking for, inside. They're passing it all around. Kofer for 3. That one's long. Abdul Salam with the rebound. Loses it. Going to remain Chiefs ball on the baseline.
And you saw the idea from the Chiefs there. Just keep trying to pass it around, get that open shot, confuse Riverwood. Because eventually teams just get tired of playing defense and have that wide open shot, as Carly Bass has one there that just goes over, and they'll try to reset it from the top.
There's Bass on the wing. That one's long, rebounded by Kofer. Great job by Harper Kofer there on the rebound. It's going to be off of Sequoyah. A basket here from Riverwood would be a statement to start the second quarter off. Because these are the starters back in for Sequoyah, as there's a push on the Chiefs.
The foul on Sequoyah is number 23, Substitution.
Lillian Zenchuk comes in for Harper Kofer as the inbound on the sideline. Mundell with a throw-in. Abdul Salam is all alone down low. And she's going to take it for a drive. That's Felton was trying to go up against Abdul Salam. Instead, Dodd has it now. Down low, and it's going to be a foul on Pollard. Riverwood's starting to get some at least attempts at looks now. Their offense is not stalling out.
Yeah, they're playing a bit more pass game instead of just trying to make those opportunities by themselves. They're passing the rock around, trying to get those easy shots. as another one falls in for Riverwood. And just like that,
wow, it's a 6-point ball game. Great job there by Brager. Pardon me, that's Mundell. I mean, Charlie Bass to Gray. They're trying to get inside to Abdul Salam, but finds Bass on the wing. Drains it. The Chiefs needed something. Exactly what the doctor ordered.
And that's the bad part about when you decide, oh, I think we should go double team Melania Abdul-Salam. It leaves Carly Bass wide open in that corner.
Exactly.
And she'll drain another one.
And there's Bass with the steal. And a block on Bush. And just like that, momentum is taking a turn.
Yeah, right as you thought Riverwood kind of hop back into the game. Bass with a easy 3 from outside the corner. And she's going to go to the line for 2 now to take what was a 6-point lead and a chance to drop it into a 10 or even 11.
Number 12, Lane Owen started.
So 18-8. Less than 6 minutes left. Second one goes in and out and in. So lead is 11 for Sequoyah. Taken away by Pollard. And the Chiefs have it. Bass has it. Kicking it out into the corner. Back to Bass. That one's off the front of the rim. But Zenchuk, great hustle. The senior is going to stay Chiefs ball. Pardon me, Raiders ball.
And the intensity switch from the Chiefs.
No, pardon me, Chiefs ball. They're psyching everyone out. I'm sorry.
The intensity switch from the Chiefs right there. As you just see them, as they start off the quarter, kind of a little bit, not necessarily slow. There's an and 1 call there from Melania Abdul-Salam. And just like that, the intensity switches, full court pressing once again, passing the ball as quick as possible, open 3s in the corner. And just like that, that 6-point lead just instantly disappears.
So the and 1 play, it's going to be a 3-point play by Abdul Salam. Timeout for Riverwood. So lead is up to 14 now for Sequoyah. I mean, Riverwood was right in there in a span of a minute. That 6-point deficit turned into a 14-point one, and Riverwood has some work to do.
Yeah, that last 3 minutes did not turn out how Riverwood really wanted it to go. A few more defensive stops, and they could have been right back into it. But the defense slipped a little bit. We saw when they pulled a double team out onto Melania Abdul-Salam, left Carly Bass wide open. And that's the dangerous part about the Sequoyah offense. Pretty much anyone on this team knows how to shoot the ball well or shoot the ball from inside the paint anywhere. And when you decide to double team one person, brings out another person wide open, and just like that, there's 3 points on the board again.
So the winner of this game is going to be playing at Woodstock, I believe on Wednesday. This is the play-in round, and then it's going to go down to 6 teams. And I believe the winner of this game is most likely going to play Pope or Sprayberry in the first round. So here we go, resuming the second quarter. There's Bush. Cross court, breaking this press. Great job there by James. And long pass there to Bush. It's going to be out of bounds. Chiefs ball. Bass stops and gives it to Gray. Abdul Salam double team down low. Zenchuk to Gray. Lots of passing today by the Chiefs. Abdul Salam cannot finish that layup. And with a double dribble off ball.
In the game now for Sequoyah, number 12, Mel Kimberling, and number 13, Slump McGee, will be Chiefs ball.
McGee. Abdul Salam with the rebound there, physical. Great job there by the team. Over there to Mundell. That's Brager. Zenchuk getting her arm in there. Asking me to travel on Brager. McGee with the inbound. 4:35 left and ticking in the second quarter. Zenchuk has a double team there. Cross court to Bass. She looks inside. They've had so many attempts to get it inside to Abdus Salam today, and McGee cannot connect with Gemberling. They've had so many attempts, and she has 9 points tonight. There's been a few errant passes, but I'd say about 50% of the time, those passes to Abdus Salam end up in points, especially tonight with the height advantage.
I mean, the height advantage definitely means a lot. It's why she leads this team in points. It doesn't lead the team in points. Second with 16.4, 0.4 behind Carly Bass. Definitely one of the focal points. If you find her inside the paint, it's an easy layup for her, as she doesn't have to do much work with it.
Oh, almost hit Gemberling in the face. 14-point game after that layup by Riverwood, and they have the ball right back. That's Felton. Just picks up her dribble. That was Owens, and Gemberling has it now. Bass, fast break layup, but does not finish. She does not seem happy with herself. Attempted 3 by James, and the Chiefs get the rebound. Zenchuk on the wing. Bass having to drive, and she has nowhere to go. Zenchuk trying to get a charge, but the Chiefs recover it.
Yeah, and the Riverwood defense is doing a great job, but their offense just can't seem to finish the plays that they need to finish, as Yarborough is forced to call a timeout there to try to get his Chiefs offense back into it.
And Bass does not seem upset, either out of breath or very unhappy. She is at 7 tonight still. And Mitchell is giving her players a pep talk here. So down by 14, some points here to end the half could be very helpful in their second half efforts. 3 minutes left. Got McGee going to inbound to Casing. And we have Lydia Rogers in as well now, too. There's McGee. Over to Casing. Riverwood continuing to run their zone here. It's working decently well. Overthrow in the hands of Casing now. That's Pollard. Intended for Casing, but way over her head. Raiders ball now. That's Bush trying to break this press. Over to James, that's Felton. And that one's no good. Owens almost had it. That's going to be a jump ball. So Chiefs ball. There's Rogers. McGee looking for an outlet here. Cross court, and man, another errant pass by the Chiefs. That's a third one tonight. That's just gone over the head of their teammate. Over to Brager. She has a lane, pulls her dribble to Felton now, and she gets a payoff under the basket.
And Riverwood finally take advantage of a Chiefs offensive mistake. They finally put some more points back up on the board. Back up to a 12-point lead. A great block right there.
Wow.
From Lane Owens. And another chance for Riverwood to put some points back up on the board and go a little bit closer.
Intended pass there for Brager, but taken away by Pollard. There's Casing for 3. That one's going to be long. Recovered by Gemberling, but handed off to Owens. She's going to keep on driving. She has a lane, and she travels. mean, Riverwood's having some opportunities down the stretch. Their offense can just not capitalize, but their defense is playing extremely well right now.
Yeah, they're having a great defense. You see all these turnovers that they keep forcing, whether it be errant passes or they're just getting a little tip on it and able to turn it into an offensive possession, but they just can't finish from anywhere, and it's causing, I think it's about close to 8 points that maybe they've lost from just easy misses. And it's keeping them out of this game as Melania Dusalam puts up another 2 points on the board as the Chiefs move to 26 with 1 minute left in the half.
There's Bush, almost taken away by Pollard. A lot of physical play over there in the corner for Putnam. There's James, wide open lane, cannot finish. Rogers pushing the pace. Abdus-Salam with a mismatch and light work for the senior. Great move there. 40 seconds left in the half. There's James trying to get through and a foul. Not sure. That was on Casing. So that is her first, I believe, of the night. 30 seconds left. Chiefs up by 16. Over there to Dobbs. Guarded heavily by Pollard. One thing Pollard is exceptional at, and she forces a double dribble there. But Pollard, especially when they pick up their dribble, Pollard is amazing at locking down on defense. She may not play the scoreboard, but she is a solid defensive centerpiece for the Chiefs' overall team.
And yeah, the amount of intensity she brings to teams, whether it's forcing them to do double dribbles, picking up dribbles, turnovers. It's a great job on defense, and also she's a great passer too. Does a great job finding Lonnie in the paint a bunch. There's 9 seconds left on the clock here.
There's Waits looking in the corner for Pollard. Off the back of the rim, Waits has it, and she puts it back up, and the senior gets on the board in the region tournament. So at the end of the first half, off of that Waits jumper, the Chiefs are up 30-12. Bass is already headed to the locker room, but she still has 9. The Chiefs have a decent amount of scoring. Not the fastest paced game we've seen from the Chiefs, but nonetheless, they are slow and steady pushing the pace throughout the entire first half. River was in it there for a good second, and they were down by 6, down by 18 now. They're going to have some work to do at halftime and the second half.
Yeah, the Chiefs up to 30. They have double the amount of points River would have, and it's exactly the spot that the Chiefs want to be in right now. You want to have a comfortable lead. Don't really, even if Riverwood do decide for their offense to kind of wake up and put some points back up on the board, the Chiefs have a nice, comfortable cushion where even if you do make a few mistakes, you mess up for a quarter, you have a massive cushion so that no lead changes happen. And going into the third, 30-12, I think you're happy with that.
So at the end of the first, Chiefs up by 18. We should see in about 9-ish minutes for the start of the second half. I'm Max Swain, joined by Jake Gyro. We will see y'all for the second half of play.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
Kick.
Think about it. 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 Think about
Let the bass kick.
Think about it. 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 Think about it.
Welcome back, everyone, to the War Lodge. I'm Max Swain, joined by Jake Driver, and we're here for the second half of play in this play-in portion of the region tournament for girls basketball. The Lady Chiefs are leading the Riverwood Raiders 30-12 as we enter the third quarter. So we'll see how this one plays out in here now.
Yeah, this is going to be a very important quarter for both teams. The Chiefs are going to try to secure this win. Riverwood want to try to get back into this game as quick as they can. They're going to have to do it. We'll see if they can, as Riverwood start off with possession here in the War Lodge. Audrey Bush swings it over to James, as she looks for open man in the corner, and they'll drive in towards the lane and can't fall in. Taken away by Carly Bassett, so chuck it full court all the way over to Ava Gray. Inside to Melania Dusalom. Throws it over to Bass, who just saves it. Running back over back court. And it's back with Ava Gray as they'll reset. Bass thinks about a three. Instead, back to Pollard. Gray inside to Bass. Puts up a nice mid-range and rolls out.
That was still a great cut by Bass there. She knows how to read the backside very well.
Yeah, that almost was like in, and then it's kind of just decided didn't want to go in anymore.
Oh.
And
Goodness. She did not mean to do that. You could see it on her face from the first get-go of her jump in midair. She trucked her.
And there's the size of Melania Dusalom. Good thing Nwami Brager is okay. She gets up laughing. Riverwood still looking for the first points of the quarter as Brager tries to flip it over towards Lane Owens. Almost tipped away by Harper Kofer. Both team starters are back on the court. As they'll throw it over to Brager. Trying to find a shot. Bush throws it up last second. Doesn't get anywhere near the basket as Bass is going to start to drive. Riverwood trying to set up on defense as Bass is just going to spin move through the entire Riverwood defense and will grab a foul call. She'll head to the line for two.
And that is such a staple of Bass's game as a whole. I mean, her ability to put on a spin move, any move off the ball, off the dribble, pardon me, she is exceptional at that.
As Bass makes her second one and will get the first points of the quarter. And tipped away by Bass once again, and she'll drive to the lane once again, and another shooting foul from Bass, but she stays down in a little bit of pain. Looks to hit the floor hard right there.
Good to see her get back up there. They're calling for the trainer here. I believe she is bleeding. I'm not sure where, though. Zenchuk thought she was coming back in as Yarbrough sent her in, but she gets sent right back to the bench.
Yeah, Bash has had to wipe a little bit of blood from her face after the fall. Looks to be okay, though, and she'll have another 2 free throw attempts here. She drains her first. only missing 1 on the day so far from the line. And she makes her second one. She's 5 for 6 so far. And up to 8 points. As the Chiefs keeping the full press, tipped out of bounds by Ava Gray. Gonna remain Riverwood ball. As now Zenchuk's gonna come in for Carly Bass. With the Chiefs still keeping a high intensity press. James trying to find a pass and falls right into the hands of Melania Abdus-Salam. She finds Harper Kofer, back to Melania Abdus-Salam. The give and go works perfectly for the Chiefs. She's up to 35. And Riverwood yet to score this quarter, 2 minutes in. Lauren James trying to change that. Trying to find an out. She can't. Taken away by Melania Abdus-Salam. On the floor, can't find a pass. And Lauren James gets possession, timeout called. So Riverwood's going to have the ball as they'll call timeout with 5:51 left in the third.
And Abdus-Salam is already at 15 points right now, so she's getting close to passing her points per game average. So it's good to see. I mean, even though Chiefs offense may not be pushing the tempo as they usually do, they are getting just, more points than average. Even though the tempo is kind of being set by Riverwood right now.
Yeah, you're already at 35, average about 60 to 55 a game. On pace to hit that. Melania Abdus-Salam already at what she usually gets per game. And just her height and just the way she orders in the paint has played a huge impact tonight. No one's really found a way to stop her. And that's pretty much been the entirety of the season so far. No one's found a way to stop Melania Abdus-Salam inside the paint. And it's why the Chiefs are able to score as many points as they do. As ball is on the ground, Lauren James tries to throw it away. Still in possession of the Raiders. And Audrey Waite just goes down towards the floor. And jump ball called. And it's going to stay. Sorry, won't stay Raiders' way. It's going to flip over towards the Chiefs as Zenchuk to throw this one in.
As Bass is getting tended to by the trainer at the moment. Over on the table, so hopefully she's all right.
And Jackmon coming out onto the court with a towel. Clean up the court a little bit, his annual appearance. Look to be all good here as we'll restart. Zenchuk throws it into Ava Gray. Inside the Kofer, to the corner for Zenchuk, and she's green. Lillian Zenchuk puts up a 3 on the board. It's her first points of the night, and the Chiefs are up to 38.
Great job there by Zenchuk. She called for that ball. She knew she was going to make that shot. Just great communication as a whole there by the Chiefs.
And it's the disadvantage of running a 2-3, leaving that man wide open in the corner. We saw it a lot earlier tonight. We saw definitely in the second with Carly Bass as Lillian Zenchuk takes massive advantage of it, puts up an easy 3 of her own, and once again Riverwood blank possession. The Chiefs with it. Harper Kofer on the wing, switches it back to Zenchuk over towards the top of the key, all the way back to Kofer. She puts up a 3, and it's good. Once again, Harper Kofer, she puts up her 5th point of the night. And the Chiefs just keep swinging the ball around. Nothing they could do. Almost stolen away by Natalie Pollard, but it's going to be called for a foul. And it's going to be her 3rd foul of the night. And the Sloan McGee is going to check in, as well as Elle Gemberling. Riverwood trying to find a pass. They flip it cross court to Mundell. Over to Owens. And James can't hold on to the pass. Lillian Zenchuk applying pressure. And stolen away by Elle Gemberling. As Zenchuk will flip it off across the court to Gemberling. Inside to Abdus-Salam. Finds an out for Kofer. And it's once again Harper Kofer. Another 3 points, 2 for 2 in the last minute, 2 for 3 on the night so far. And Elle Gemberling with a steal once again. It's Sloan McGee driving in towards the paint, and she's just off by a little bit. And Riverwood's going to call a timeout to regroup once again. They have yet to score a point this entire quarter.
Hey, first thing, Harper Kofer, man, as a freshman, what a year you're having. I mean, she wasn't in the defined starting lineup to start the season, but as like second half of the season on, she has been a permanent starter. It was between her and Beck to really start, and sometimes Casing, but she earned that position. She is a fantastic shooter and a great defender as well. But secondly, I mean, Sequoiah's defense is having a great night. I mean, obviously their steals, they're reading the ball so well on those passes, but just like off ball on the backside of plays, they are playing help defense so well. So even when Riverwood tries to drive to the basket, they're communicating and moving so well. And this is really their zone defense man defense running to perfection when they're going off ball and moving off ball to help each other. It's great to see it working flawlessly.
Yeah, and their zone press has been working very well. They're at a 32-point lead. This entire quarter just been dominated by the Chiefs. And I'll be surprised to see what they do here if they decide to step off of the press for a little bit. After that Harper Kofer 3, 44-12 with 4:11. As Riverwood just trying to get onto the board, triple substitution incoming for the Chiefs. Riverwood trying to put up some points before that. They find Lauren James at the top of the key. Back over to Bush. Thinks about throwing it inside to James, but she'll cycle back out. There's a 3 attempt, just a little bit short, and Elle Gemberling comes down with it. He's over to Harper Kofer, into the corner for Gemberling, inside, Milani Dusalam wide open, as she just walks right into the paint.
Yeah, you cannot leave her open. No matter how much of a size advantage you think she has, I mean, honestly, more so that she has a size advantage, you cannot leave her open. Any shot cannot be easy for her, has to be contested.
I mean, if you saw Elle Gemberling's face, it looks like she was shocked that Milani Dusalam was that wide open. As that's going to be her easiest assist of her life right there. As triple substitution comes in, Carly Bass, Ella Casing, and Maddie Sipe into the game. As Zenchuk, Abdul Salam, and Harper Kofer will take a little breather on the bench. As Riverwood still trying to get some points. 3:16 in the quarter. Bush falls towards the paint. Back out to Dodge. She puts one up. No good. And it's going to stay on this side of the court. Tipped out by the Chiefs. Riverwood tried a line stack. Throw it towards the top of the key. Here's Dodd with it. Loses possession. Carly Bass with the steal. Throws it to Maddie Sipe. She puts up a layup, and it's good. Maddie Sipe, the freshman, extends the lead to 48.
Great job there to see Sipe get some points. And the lineup right now is juniors and freshmen. Juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. No seniors on the floor, so give me a little taste of what it could be like next year.
Hard defense being played. That was Owens getting double teamed. Lauren James trying to drive in towards the paint. Throws it back out to Owens for 3. No good. Casing comes down with the rebound. She finds Maddie Sipe. Back over to McGee. To Bass. Wide open 3. And she's good once again. Carly Bass up to 13 points. You cannot leave her wide open right there. That is her spot outside the arc. And Chiefs are up to 51.
Yeah, they're really starting to take over tempo-wise. I mean, a good part of that third quarter, second quarter, they're kind of playing the slow tempo. Still winning, but playing the tempo down to Riverwood's level. But they are really setting the pace here.
And those Riverwoods finally getting their first points of the quarter. 51-14, 146. That scoreless run from the Chiefs, incredible. Don't know how many they scored since the last basket from Riverwood, but it had to have been over 20. Remains Chiefs ball. McGee to Gemberling. McGee trying to make a run. Maddie Sipe driving towards the paint. and she can't finish, as Owens is going to slow things down for the Raiders. El Casey trying to put some pressure on Audrey Bush. Hands it off to Dodd instead. Now to James. Back to Audrey Bush. Trying to find some way to go. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Lauren James dribbling through the paint, just misses. Oh, Gemberling comes down with the rebound and out of bounds on Riverwood as she just falls over the line, and it's going to turn over to Chiefs ball as we enter the final minute of the third quarter.
And one thing you have to say is, I mean, it's not that Riverwood is just not hustling, because, I mean, just in that play right there, they're putting their bodies on the floor. They are trying to go after every single ball. You cannot take away their hustle tonight, even though they're down in the score.
As Carly Bass misses a three, her first miss of the quarter. Riverwood looking to capitalize. James hands it to Bush. Trying to get some movement outside the arc. Maybe get an easy pass in towards the paint, but the Chiefs playing great man defense right now. Nowhere to go. Lauren James clamped up by Maddie Sipe as she throws it to Gemberling, who just is short of the rebound. Maddie Sipe comes in and forces a foul call. So 24.5 seconds. Riverwood are going to have the ball here. Lauren James. Carly Bass taken away. Maddie Sipe hands it over to McGee. 7 seconds on the clock. She's driving in. Elle Gemberling in the corner for three, and it's just short. Elle Gemberling tries to punch it out of bounds, but the buzzer sounds. And at the end of the third, it's 51-14. The Chiefs only allowed 2 points that entire quarter, and that is the exact type of response that Yarborough wanted to see coming out of halftime.
No, yeah, I mean, that was a 21-2 quarter, and you said at the start of the quarter, this is going to set the tone for the rest of the game. And Sequoyah heard that and understood the assignment and put up a 21 burner on Riverwood. I mean, a fantastic quarter for the Chiefs. Their offense finally hit their strides, what a lot of fans have been waiting for all game long. And Riverwood, I mean, they had a lot of attempts under the basket, but just couldn't finish, and a lot of great defensive stands by Sequoyah.
Yeah, and they're probably going to cruise through the rest of this one. They don't need to have as much offensive and defensive pressure as they have for that entire third quarter, pretty much. As 51-14 is not the quarter that Riverwood wanted to have, as the Chiefs are now just having fun out there.
And all of the seniors now are going to be starting for Sequoyah. They're taking a little picture at half court. Maybe one of their last games, maybe their last game at the War Lodge in their career. Last time here with their fellow seniors, so definitely a big game for them.
So we'll start the fourth, 6 minutes on the clock. We'll take it down from the normal 8. As Riverwood just trying to find something here. Lauren James pushes it off to Audrey Bush. Trying to find an out. Covered by Audrey Waits. As they'll flip the court and go back towards the top of the key, just trying to pass it around the arc. They go inside, and as soon as they go inside, instantly toppled by 3 Chiefs. But Lillian Zenchuk called for a foul. So Riverwood now get the ball on the baseline. And almost a nice layup for Riverwood, but they'll throw full court to Natalie Pollard, and she gets on the board for the first time tonight. It's a great full court pass from Alani Abdusalam. 5:11 on the clock, time ticking away. 53-14, almost stolen away by Pollard. Thought about running inside, and they'll try for another layup and won't go. Pollard switches the tempo and will slow things down up here. As Ava Gray holds on to the ball. Inside to Abdul Salam. Tries to call Audrey Waite to hand it off. Almost falls into the hands of Max Swain over here.
Almost had it, folks.
You know, maybe if you had that one, you could have did what you did at halftime.
Yeah, I was thinking about to say that. I mean, during halftime, sadly we didn't catch it on camera, so it's almost like a folktale. But like, I got that ball as the Chiefs were warming up, and I launched a half-court shot, nearly half-court, like a Cade Lomas range three, you know. And I swished it. The crowd went wild.
I don't know about
great.
I don't know about the crowd went wild. Maybe like 3 people on the team that actually saw it.
Carly Bass cheered me on. I mean, what else can you ask for in life?
As another errant pass forces a turnover.
But you know,
ball once again.
It was better than your appearance during the pep rally this past week, because I don't know if anyone is watching that was at the pep rally this past week. We had a half-court competition. Jake Gyro was there for the game, and he actually hit not the goal. Actually, I guess it may be counted as a goal, but he hit the shot clock.
Okay.
The shot clock. And no wonder the shot clock has been broken all year long. I think Jake may have done that before the season started, too, and broke it.
First, I didn't see you down on the court. Second of all, I almost made it on my second attempt, so. Shooting foul on Zenchuk, and she'll head to the line for 2 shots here. As Lydia Rogers, Harper Kofer, Leah Cheek, and Layla Davis check into the game for Sequoyah.
And also Chloe Reno.
As now they'll flip from an all-senior roster to an all-freshman roster.
Full flip right there. Getting a lot of good playing time for these freshmen.
Yeah, especially inside the playing round of the region tournament. Riverwood still trying to put some points up on the board, looking for an out. Layla Davis on cover. She tries to put it up there. Instead hits the side of the net. Audrey Bush for 3, no good. As Leah Cheek comes down with the rebound and flips it over to Harper Kofer. Layla Davis. Top of the key to Lydia Rogers. Kofer trying to drive in towards the paint. Instead, hands it off over to the side and off of the backstop. That was Leah Cheek trying to put up some points right there. 3:23 left in the game. Riverwood still at 14, Chiefs at 56.
Good drive there by Breaker. Have seen a lot of good attempts from her all night long. I believe she had a free throw trip earlier this game. So, I mean, she's been, nonetheless, still trying to get to the basket for the Raiders. Great effort by Breaker.
Yeah, Breaker had a trip to the line earlier in the first. She went 1 for 2 there. We'll see what she does at this attempt as she misses her first one.
Substitution for Riverwood, now playing number 5, Layla Walker.
Breaker looking for her second point of the night. And off the backstop once again, knocked down by Kofer and into the hands of Lydia Rogers. Kofer wide open, thinks about a 3, instead into the corner for Layla Davis and over to Leah Cheek, who can't put enough power on it. Falls back into the hands of Riverwood as they'll flip the court. Lauren James still trying to get something going. Raiders trying to get something going, running a 5-out right now. But none of their runs inside the paint seem to be getting open. The Chiefs management coverage still working well as Lauren James gets tripped up and will remain Riverwood ball. As Pauline Baer now is going to check into the game for Harper Kofer, the junior. Putnam gives it over to James. Tries to get it over to Walker, but instead turned over. Pauline Baer with it. 2:23 left in this one. Layla Davis, Pauline Baer. And they'll call a travel right there. Ball flips back over the Riverwood way. Mundell. Brager inside, and that one falls in for the Raiders. They're up to 16. Pauline Bear thinks about making a pass to Layla Davis, but just brings up her plant foot a little bit, gets called for a travel. Riverwood get the ball once again. Mundell. Putnam over to James. She tries to drive in instead, throws it back out. And back at the top of the key once again. James puts up a 3, and it's good for Lauren James as she gets her 6th point of the game. As Lydia Rogers now drives in towards the paint, and she puts one up for herself. And the 3-point by Riverwood instantly responded by the Chiefs as they're up to 58-19. Brager at the top of the key. And she'll try to drive in instead, flips it over to Putnam. She tries to drive in instead, resets the play. And Brager with a 3, a little bit overshot. Mundell comes down with it, 43 seconds on the clock. And tipped out of bounds by the Chiefs. Remain Riverwood ball. Lauren James passes inside, almost stolen away. Shot clock sounds and turned over once again. 35 seconds on the shot clock, 37 seconds left on the game clock as the Chiefs are going to look to close this one out. As Lydia Rogers tries herself a 3. Ball still spinning and out of bounds, Riverwood ball. 23 seconds, shot clock goes off, and that will probably do it for us here in the War Lodge. The Chiefs are going to move into the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah, second round. They beat the play-in this year. Very proud Coach Yarborough, most definitely, as they are going to the top 6 in the region. And that does it. 58-19 is your final score. A very big win for Sequoyah. I mean, a lot of points put on the board, especially in that second half. Great performances by Abdul Salam and Bass, as usual, leading scorers there. And a lot of good appearances from freshmen and sophomores that game as well. So a lot of good talent for Sequoyah going into the next round of the playoffs. That's going to be at Woodstock High School, I believe, on Wednesday. Not sure who their opponent will be yet, but that does it for us here today. We will be broadcasting, I'm not sure commentating-wise, but we will be broadcasting the next game, Creekview boys versus River Ridge boys. But that does it for us. I'm Max Swain, joined by Jake Gyro. We will see you next